What's up, YouTubers one and all? My name is Fate1987, and today we're on part 2 of Alien Strike. So, now we got the rest of the set. We got the rest of the set to build. Let's do it. So, first up is obviously pieces that are going to make me feel like this set is incomplete, or rather, pieces that are just going to feel like they are going to make things difficult, per se. And by difficult, I mean, like, they won't exactly stick the first time around. And then, of course, it'll prove me wrong, because it always does. I think it's these pieces. Yeah, these two. See, I have no idea what this is going to be. So far, I'm already getting lost. I'm already getting lost into the set, because I have not built this set in years. Alright? I have not built this set in years, so I have no idea what to expect anymore. I'm just expecting a good build, at least. I see a lot of big pieces. I see two pieces scrunched up together, but they're not supposed to be. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure what I'm expecting this time around. I'm just going in this set completely blind, even though I had done this set before, but once again, I'm going in blind. So, apparently we had the battleship on the radar. That's funny. So just like that, make sure you refocus so you can actually know that I'm freaking building. And then, of course, we take this piece again because we gotta 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, we are good. Of course, we gotta take these back here, so we know that this is. Alright, this is interesting how they're building it, or how the instructions are telling me to build it, but I want to see where this goes. I want to see where this set takes me. I want to see if I can be impressed by this last battleship set, because the last two sets have really been onto something all of a sudden, and I'm like, yes, give me more. I like the fact that the colors are easy to discern from, so that's also another good thing. Also, this kind of feels like an alternate version of Lockdown's air raid, if I'm going to be honest. Okay, that's what you want. Okay. And of course, the clutch power isn't always the greatest, so you gotta make sure you gotta have the pieces all squeezed together properly. I just really wonder that if I'm actually gonna enjoy the set like I used to back then, because there does seem to be that lingering feeling that I might not enjoy it as much as I used to. But probably that's because I had a shit day at work today, and I'm not sure the set actually can cheer me up, considering the fact that this is my only childhood set at the moment. My last childhood set to build at the moment, because I already built the rest at the time of this recording. And yes, I did pre-record the I did pre-record for the season finale, except the last video, which arguably needs to basically be a full-on experimental video. Because this time, we're not fitting all my sets on the bed. That's not the goal of the Season 2 finale. The Season 2 finale is just simply experimenting with every single one of the sound bricks of Creo Cityville Invasion. And also, I think if I record that video, I think I'm also going to get my true, identification on whether or not I actually do like the... There it is. Some sets. Like, maybe it can be, like, to prepare for a true ranking, that way it can, rank all aspects of the set instead of just without the sound brick. Because if I just rank the sound brick alone, I think that's going to, rank without the sound brick. Or just rank with one sound brick instead of all of them. I'm going to have a skewed, perspective on the ranking. So I need something less biased. And I'm still tempted on putting Police Station Zombie Defense as my #1 favorite set. But once again, I have yet to actually rank these things fully. So I have no idea if that is actually going to be the case. Yeah, but as it stands, I think it's just good enough for what it is. Oh, look, a big one. There's big... one of the things I kind of do like about the Battleship movie is the aspect of Battleship itself. Like the aspect of hit or miss, or just kind of how they try to do it. I like the fact that they tried, and they didn't just say, oh, let's just make an alien versus humans movie and just throw ships on the water. Like, I actually like how they tried to at least incorporate the hit or miss thing. Even though it didn't last long, I really do like that they tried. That's one thing there's a couple things I obviously remember about the movie. Because why would I not remember? Because if I wouldn't remember the movie, I wouldn't be... if I didn't remember the movie, I wouldn't be able to tell you what I do like about the movie, even though I know it's kind of a failure. Because, let's face it, it is. It is a commercial failure, because they tried to make a whole-ass franchise out of it, and they completely failed. Like, I don't know, how could you fail so hard? Oh, wait, Transformers, obviously. I think this was like the foreshadowing to Transformers doing the exact same fucking thing, except of a cinematic universe feel to it. This was just simply try to make two or more, try to make it an actual franchise instead of just a board game. But Transformers was like, nah, let's try to copy what Marvel did. And this is during the same year that Joss Whedon's Justice League came out, and, well, obviously, around the same time, they were planning for a cinematic universe with with Transformers, aka what was supposedly the good version of last night that was utterly fucked over. So, yeah. Pretty much what I'm trying to say is it did not work at all. Like, it just did not work. I don't know how they expected it to work. Like, you can't do magic twice. Like, you can't reinvent the wheel twice or something like that. You can't perfect perfection if it's already been done. Like, you can't imitate perfection. And to be honest, there is no such thing as perfection. Like once again, there is no such thing. Why am I rambling out this? I don't know. It's just something that came up to my mind because, like, thinking about Battleship that can't try to be a franchise is like the same thing as saying Transformers tried to be a cinematic universe. And I think that's also what's really fucking up with people recently is that they're just not letting it go. Yeah. At least TF1 is definitely confirmed by the director and producer, yes, Lorenzo, because I'm going to say it right now. What I've been hearing, I'm being hearing left and right of all these news of Lorenzo and, like, the bullshit going on with, it's 3 billion years before the movies, before the at the end of the live action. That is misconstrued, but I have no way to actually say how it is, like, misconstrued. It just simply is. Like, there is no way you can just simply say it, like, the whole thing was just kind of fucked up from the beginning. Like you can't exactly put those answers back into the box anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like basically they try to answer someone's question about, like, if they answer, like, connected movies, and they try to say, well, yes, but actually no, because this is its own origin story. The Transformers is his own origin story. So I really don't get how this really just kind of blew out of proportion and ended up being so misconstrued that the news article itself misinterpreted everything, and it sent a chaotic spiral of hell. What I'm trying to say is that don't blame Lorenzo, because it's actually the news' fault for misconstruing it. It is confirmed that Transformers 1 is not connected to the Bayverse movies. It is its own thing, and possibly, keyword possibly, we still don't know for sure, might be revealed during PulseCon, but possibly this brand new Transformers show that's supposed to be out next year that's going to be replacing Earthspark. So, also, one more thing. Fuck you, Earthspark. Give me my Aftermath toy now, and I will be happy with your death. Anyways, as I was saying, with Earthspark being destroyed and dead and burned, they have to have a replacement. And so they already have one cooking right now. Like, and I called this. I actually fucking called it from the beginning, but no one believed me. Instead, they tried to boot me off the thing. So I'm going to pause this video, and I'm going to say, in just a moment, I was right. I was fucking right that they canceled Earthspark. From the beginning, I believed the news when they said it. Especially after all the news of, like, the leaks leading up to release of Season 2. I was fucking right that they canceled Earthspark, and no one believed me. Cue the music! I am Nostradamus, the voice of God. Oh my fucking god. Oh, that makes me feel so much better. That actually makes me feel kind of better talking about it out loud. The fact that I was right, no one believed me, and I finally get to say ha in your fucking face. Because they deserve it. They deserve it for calling me out as wrong. Even try banning me from one of the chat threads on TFW 2005. Well, guess what? I am right. You are wrong. And I am so glad that is true. Also, that's where that goes. Nice. But yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad I was right, because holy crap. That yeah, that pretty much just sums up the fact that people are idiots. I mean, if you think about it, people are fucking idiots when they don't believe the truth the first time around. Well, who's the fool now? Not me, that's for sure. Now, I know I've been doom and gloom all about Earthspark, but to be honest, ever since Season 1 ended, I think it just was dead for the best. And then, of course, they just had to bring it back. They just had to, because I don't know why, but they did. And to be honest, I still do like some of the things that they implemented for Season 2, such as the Chaos Terrans, Terratronus, and finally solving what the fuck is going on with Wiki, why is it so special, and also finding out where the hell the Emberstone was the entire time, bringing in a Quintesson, and I guess, not exactly confirming that Mandroid is dead, but just kind of pseudo-confirming it. What I don't like, everything fucking else about the season so far, it's just the first 10 episodes. And this is the first time I actually quit watching a Transformers TV series. And not to mention, it's also the first time that I basically said, fuck the reactions. Because that's literally what happened. I literally went out of my way and said, yeah, we're not doing this. We are not doing our reactions. We are just completely through with this. We're moving on. That's what I did. That is exactly what I did. And I am... Jeez, there's so much. Like, there's so much potential for Earthspark that could have been. Or maybe, I think, honestly, I think the first big nail in the coffin was when they made the video game. Because the moment that they made the video game and you couldn't play as any of the Terrans, something was off. And it's only the battle meant to the fact that they basically sidelined almost all the fucking Terrans. Almost everyone in the show was kind of wasted for Season 2. And the video game is just a big-ass teaser to that. Like, it is just the big omen, the first beginning to what essentially would be Season 2's downfall. And I just have to say, once again, I'm right. Like I called it. I was right. I'm not going to play the clip again, but I was right. I'm going to keep bragging because I called it, and no one believed me. But who's the fool now? Who is the fool now? Yeah. So, we're going to finish building this, I guess, this part, because this is basically the end. This is basically going to be the end of part 2 after this part is done. So, yeah. I'm so glad I got that off my chest, because holy god, that was... Woo mama. Completely necessary to get off my chest, to be honest, because I've had a bad day, and I needed something that I felt like I earned. And I honestly finally feel like I earned this. I earned this win. No one can take it from me. And I will show you proof that I've said that it is cancelled, if you do not believe me. But everyone believes me because, well, what is there to say? It's already happening. The TV show's getting canceled. The toy line's getting canceled, which, to be honest, I kind of hate. I honestly hate the fact that the toy line's being canceled. But one, it is for the best. But mostly two, I have to say for two, Toyline wasn't doing well as well either, because, you know, doing repaints where you're just kind of not giving a fuck about anything, of course it would end up badly. Now, Season 2 kind of is trying its best with new molds, like almost all new molds. And, like, half of those molds haven't even got the chance to come out at all yet, which is the saddest part. And what's worse is that we're supposed to be getting a deluxe hashtag and a deluxe sound wave. And that is going to be supposedly the final wave of Earthspark. But I have a feeling it's going to be canceled. And what's worse is that we still have no news of the Wave 5 Deluxes, and Wave 6 Deluxes, which is the Hasbro versions of Aftermath, Jawbreaker, and also the Warrior Class hashtag. So yeah, we are officially left in the dark, and it is gruesome and painful. Because, well, what else can you do? It's like there's nothing else. How can you solve that? You just can't. You really can't. You're just sitting there wondering when these new toys are going to come out. And the fear really kicks in when you realize that it might not. It might actually not. Takara might be your only hope, and they already fucking discontinued it on the Hobby Link website where you actually buy the fucking figure in the first place. I'm hoping it's more widespread. I'm hoping the Hasbro version comes out. But I don't know. It just really seems like a lost cause to me. Like, it really feels like this is the end of Earthspark, and the toy line is the nail in the coffin. And if no one sees that, then I don't know what to say. Because if you can't see that the toy line pretty much failed, then I don't know what to say. Because you can't blame it on the TV show. It's obviously the toys. And the fact that Hasbro isn't really giving a fuck about toys really just goes to show that if they didn't give a fuck about Starverse last time, they definitely didn't give a fuck about Earthspark this time. What makes you think they're gonna give a fuck about the new toy line for this show? To be honest, Earthspark didn't want me to buy the toys. I mean, sure, I was interested in design. I was interested in the show, don't get me wrong. But it wasn't trying to sell toys. Because the toy line wasn't trying to sell toys. And I guess that's what made Season 1 work. But Season 2, they really don't fucking care. And the toy line is rather doing really good without the show. So I really don't know what went wrong. And what's worse is that we're not even close to realizing that this is just a big omen to the fact that Transformers TV shows are basically dead. If this next TV show does not hit, I think it's safe to say that Transformers is dead. Like so far, Reactivate is dead. Transformers 1 is our only hope right now. And once that movie has run its course for hype, we got the G.I. Joe crossover to look forward to. And I think that's going to kill Transformers. Sure, we have next year's toys to look forward to. The Primes, Studio Series. Finally, getting some of our most wanted characters. More Bayverse, finally. But at the same time, it's like, did we really have to suffer through this pathetic waste of a 40th anniversary? Because this isn't a 40th anniversary, like I've said before. This is a 40th lie. This is a lie. This whole thing is what they marketed is a whole lie. It does not feel like an anniversary. It feels like a fucking scam. Anyways, I'm done with this part of the set. So, thank you all for watching. Next video, we're going to be finishing this set. If you enjoyed this video, hope you consider clicking notifications so be up to and all updates and videos. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Wow, I rambled too much on that last part, maybe because I'm too passionate about the Transformers and the fact that I'm just kind of going down memory lane of the recent news going on. But anyways, Til All Are One.